What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Another day. Another couple $1,000. What's up? Good morning. Good morning, Blazer and Chris. I didn't turn on my comment software before you sent that message, so I can pull it up on the screen. But I can pull up Thor Hammer. How's it going? Good morning to everybody. Yeah, interesting stuff. So I have finally found out why Zcash. This has been like perplexing me with this really old fossilized dino token. I had forgotten that it was a privacy coin. It was a layer 1 nonetheless. You know, layer 1, but it was like insanely old. So I was like, why does anybody even care about it? Hold up. Yeah. Zor and Tau flying. Exactly. Yeah, I know Tau. I saw Tau. It was really surprising too. Litecoin has been doing pretty good for the last 24 hours or so, where everything else was red. Litecoin was good. Then now Tau is doing good, and Zor is just flying as well. Morning, Chris. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, Zcash. I have too many tabs open. Start closing them as I go through so the browser doesn't freeze. Zcash explodes with 100% privacy. Explodes 100% as privacy coin demand surges amid October rally. So I was like, Zcash is a privacy coin. I was like, okay, and the privacy narrative. Okay. I'm like, why on earth would anybody want Zcash? So I guess it's just one of those things. So Zcash, mapping the path to $303 after a 35% daily surge. This is rather interesting. Like who would have thought Zcash? That's like Digibyte. Like I was like big on Digibyte back in the 2017 cycle. That's like Digibyte having a resurgence. But to be fair, Digibyte did beat its all-time high in the 2021 cycle, which is highly unusual for tokens to do that. So I wouldn't put it past Digibyte to do that. And I had completely forgotten about it. I mean, I didn't even look into it last cycle or in this cycle until about a year ago. I was like, holy crap, Digibyte was a strong last cycle as well, because I was into it in the previous one. But yeah, Zcash. So lots of stuff. I pulled up a bunch of articles and all this other stuff. BlackRock spot ETFs brought in over 2,000 Bitcoin worth 255 million and 8,600 ETH worth 33 million on October 9th. So yeah, money's incoming. Inflows are coming in. Market was like crazy red yesterday, and it's just starting to turn around. So as far as I can tell, the last couple hours, it was like 9 a.m. I've been awake for like over 3 hours already, right? So, yeah, it's I guess maybe we're going to see another green day. I don't know. We'll see. I know what's going on. What's going on with the government shutdown, all this other stuff? I didn't check Yahoo Finance today. I was just checking all the crypto specific stuff. Shutdown pain ripples through the economy with no deal in sight. Yeah, this might not be good news for us, because I explained yesterday in one of my 2 live streams yesterday, I was talking about the ETFs. So we are getting a bunch of ETFs that are going to go live like in a couple of weeks, starting in a couple of weeks. But the new ones, the application for ETFs, that are supposed to be coming down the pike next couple of months, they're being delayed because of the government shutdown. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't know if it's good news or bad news. It just means that things are going to be pumping like later on by out of delay. But things are good now too. Now I wanted to go into this puppies. This thing is like another thing that's been bizarre. This I Love Puppies was a DGen call that I made, and we did a few multipliers, and I sold. I think I sold like 50% of my bag or something like that. So we're up by, I don't know how much. What was it? 10x or more? I don't remember. But its strange thing is that on CoinMarketCap, it's showing the market cap to be 3.7 million. So you would think like, wow, we're doing pretty damn good, you know, like woohoo. It's like, you know, but then like I go to check my wallet and it's like peanuts. It's down to like, I don't know how much it is. It's down to like, I'm down a huge amount, like to a few dollars. And then I go, I take a look at a deck screener, and it looks like this, and the market cap is only 68,000, and then CoinMarketCap is reporting that as 3.7 million. That is the most bizarre discrepancy I have ever seen. And apparently deck screener is correct, right? Because I look at my wallet should be surging. My bag of puppies should be surging in my wallet, and it's not. It's like it reflects the fact that it dumped. So I don't know if you guys ever seen something like that, but yeah. Hopefully this starts to become true. It was a good call. We did make some profits. It was down here. I don't know exactly what date, but we went up, you know. So just like 986%. So yeah, I guess we did like a 10x or something like that with puppies, more or less. Yeah, I love puppies. Next, Kaspa. Yeah, I found some Kaspa posts. This one saying that it's to go live on Ledger, Ledger Live Mobile. I don't know. So it's good that it's being listed in different places and so on, and more accessible, which is pretty damn good. I think we're at the psychological bottom of Kaspa right now. I mean, if you can call it that. Because I've been talking the last few days and all my live streams and, you know, my videos, especially my video that I made talking about, should we sell our Kaspa to buy Toshi? And we are really at this psychological bottom where everybody's just whining and crying about Kaspa, and enthusiasm is down. And I was like, I keep saying, this is what happens to good projects when everybody just loses all enthusiasm. They start whining, they start selling, they start getting out. They're going to cause prices to go down because they're getting out. And we're at like an extreme bottom in terms of, you know, the psychological levels, or I don't know how you would call it, but and usually that's when things pump. And it happened with Toshi. People were fighting on Toshi. Toshi's not going to go anywhere. It's not doing anything. The chart looks bad. People start selling, and then suddenly it gets listed on Coinbase, and Toshi moons, and now everybody loves Toshi. Everybody and their cat and their dog love Toshi. So the same thing happened with Solana back in the day, happened with XRP back in the day, and I think it's happening with Kaspa right now. And the market makers love that, right? Because they love stacking when it's cheap. So they could be doing that. So I think now might be a bad time to sell your Kaspa. Not financial advice, of course. Punch you in the freaking balls if you think it's financial advice. Definitely not financial advice. But for me, it might be a bad time. Now, when is it going to pump? I don't know. I have no idea. Is it going to pump the next couple of months in this run up? Or are we going to see another run up early next year? Because as this cycle continues and goes on, like I keep saying it will, and like a lot of people are starting to say it will right now, Jesse AI seems to think Kaspa is going to pump in February. I don't necessarily agree, because I don't agree with his reasonings why, but you know, it could happen anyway. So I just think that now is the time to stack Kaspa, so if you haven't already. Next narrative. I think I have my eyes set on the next narrative, and which is why you have to click the link in the description below. We're researching narratives right now, so and we're stacking some coins. And speaking of which, after this live stream, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna buy some more coins that I haven't bought already. Get in on some coins that they might start pumping pretty soon, because we're seeing a lot of pumps already the last couple hours. So before things blast off, I want to get in. And it could go down. We could see some green for the next, 6 hours, and it could go down again. What do we got going on today? Let's go to FinViz. I know we didn't get the jobs report yesterday because the government shut down. So initial claims, we didn't get any data. I don't know who this guy is. So this from the Fed, I guess one of the governors. We got Michigan sentiment. We got another Fed speech. I don't know if there's anything. It's really tough to really know what's going to happen with the market and how sentiment is going to change, because if the most significant reports are not coming out, then we're in limbo. We're in a state of limbo. But yeah, we'll see. The Kaspa sentiment feels like XRP just before it went from 50 cents to $3. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, didn't the XRP like drop all the way down like 10 cents at one point? Yeah. I've never been an XRP holder. I mean, I've watched it. When I learned about the tokenomics, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll pass. But yeah, I mean, XRP, I mean, it's, a lot of people started crying because they got out of XRP when they shouldn't have. And then, they're buying back in at the top, which is what you shouldn't do. I guess you become that exit liquid, right? Realistic at this point, let's say. Yeah, 44 to 70 cents. So who knows what's going to happen over the next couple of months? I mean, I'm judging things by the run-up, not the entire cycle. Because we don't know when the entire bull run is going to end. And I keep saying it's going to be 2027. But the next couple of months, we'll see. We will see. Yeah, we will see. I mean, the next couple of months this year, I mean, maybe it may sound bearish, but I hear people saying it might not even hit its all-time high this year. It could be. I mean, I'm saying it's not the time to get out. You should be stacking, but who knows when it's just going to take off. So it could, like I said, maybe Jesse AI is right and it's going to take off in February. I mean, I agree it could take off. We see another run up early next year. It could take off. I just don't agree with Jesse AI's reasoning. Because he said that QT is going to end in February and QE is going to start in the US. But I mean, from what I've always seen from the charts is that crypto always follows the QE cycle by like a 1.5 year delay. So that would put us out to 2027, which is why I keep mentioning 2027. Yeah, shitcoin, I've looked into it. It looked like it would pump like hell. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Yeah. So nothing interesting today in terms of reports, I guess, unless we get some interesting news from some of these Fed governors and maybe Trump. Trump has the ability to move the markets with a single tweet. Who knows? Other things, BNB chain recorded the largest stable coin supply inflows in the past 24 hours, adding 490 million. Very, very interesting. Yeah, very, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think BNB season is not ending. We just have a couple of red days, or like volatile days, right? Because what was it? Yesterday early it was green. And it just went red again, and now it seems like it's turning green. Who knows if this green is going to be sustained, but things are going up. Like we just mentioned, Zora and Tau are pumping. And I mentioned Litecoin because I hold some Litecoin. I wish I was holding some Zcash. I did get into Litecoin again, just because of all this stuff that's been coming out. It's been coming out with the ETFs and these Made in America coins and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, some of the coins from last cycle might, be worthy of consideration again. So I got into Litecoin again. I should have gotten to Zcash. I thought Zcash was just like never coming back, but oh well, it happens in crypto. And there's a few others. If you get into HBAR, is probably a good one. I didn't get back into it, but Zcash this is from the Kaspa Onion. Zcash is popping off. Litecoin is awaiting ETF approval. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm into Litecoin. And it says, notice anything. Altcoin proof of works are the only ones popping off right now. Yeah. So he's the Kaspa Onion, he's making a good point about Kaspa. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Kaspa is both the smallest proof of work and the biggest proof of work at the same time. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean, don't put it past proof of works. I believe that proof of works are the future. I can't believe, I can't believe how much proof of stake has really taken off. And the centralization factor, I can't believe it. I mean, we're here to make money, so yeah, if we want to invest in some proof of stakes that are going to, get you some good returns, why not? But I still can't believe it. I say, I was involved in this like pre-Bitcoin internet money, as they call it. It was called e-gold, and it was highly centralized. And so there was a centralized entity, an organization, and they were getting nonstop lawsuits from people claiming that their network is allowing criminals to launder money. And they just went completely under by getting bombarded with lawsuits. I was like, oh, this, that's never going to work out again. So I'm never going to buy into it again. Bitcoin came around. One of my friends told me about it in 2013. I kind of ignored it because of that. I was like, internet money is, crap. It's not going to work out. Then like 6 months later, I heard it's decentralized and nobody can do anything about it. The government can't touch it and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh, I was like, yeah, things that make you go, So yeah, that's my backstory, but we'll see. I just don't think, I think we're hitting a psychological bottom with Kaspa right now, and I don't think it's the time to sell. If anything, if you didn't get into it, maybe stack some. Not financial advice, of course, right? As I'm calling, again from the Kaspa Onion, I'm calling it, we will see a proof of work rally. I hope so. I hope so. Hopefully that's going to be like a narrative, like the next narrative. It looks like it so far when it comes to Litecoin and Zcash. Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin, I drew this line like probably weeks ago, and these are weekly candles, right? So we've been maintaining this level of support with Bitcoin dominance, and then suddenly it broke through and Bitcoin dominance went down. It was a few weeks back. This was like 6 weeks. I guess it's almost 8 weeks, right? So we broke through and Bitcoin dominance was going down, and the indicators for alt season were starting to come up, which I didn't really believe in alt season yet. Like for me, alt season has always been that not only do the alts outperform Bitcoin, but Bitcoin dominance has to be like below 50%. It would have to be like down here for us to actually feel it, to actually feel alt season. Because by definition, alt season is just that the alts are outperforming Bitcoin, whether or not Bitcoin is increasing in value. The alts are just increasing in value faster. So that's always been alt season, but you don't really feel it until it goes like below that 50%. So we're nowhere near that. And I'm thinking Bitcoin is going to increase in value and it's going to break through this resistance right now on this line. and actually go up. I think Bitcoin is going to increase in value. It could be, and it could be in the next, not only few weeks, it could be like a month or two or more, because with all these ETFs, and now we're getting more Bitcoin ETFs, we're going to see a lot more money coming in. But, will the altcoins outperform the Bitcoin ETFs and so on? Or maybe, but we'll see. But the takeaway that I'm trying to point out is that I just don't believe that the Bitcoin top has already been made like last week and then just like pack your bags and go home. Because, what do I have? Did I have it pulled up again? I don't know. Bitcoin adoption has reached 4%. No, yeah. I mean, like, I thought I was just looking at an article just a few moments ago. Like BlackRock, again, stacking Bitcoin. If the Bitcoin top is in, why would these large institutions be just, buying more Bitcoin? Why they would be selling? If you believe that you're going to go into a bear season, and you're at the top, you sell at the top. You don't buy at the top. So who on earth would think that Bitcoin is topped off at a time when the market makers are actually buying more? The market makers, they're smart money. They're smart. They don't buy at the top. So yeah, that's my take on why Bitcoin has not reached its top for the cycle. What else we got going on? Let me keep on closing things out as I go through. The beautiful yacht. I found another one. Look at that. Ooh. That's a beautiful yacht that we are going to be sailing in, right? For anybody in my community. If you're not in my community, consider clicking that link in the description below. I have recently been revamping this page. I added this right here, this column. So in my community, we have a series of, highly sophisticated bots that seek out new coins and let us know of coins that are going to pump to the moon, right? Absolutely pump. And one of them is called the Insider Alert. And there's a few other bots that didn't exist last year. So this is really from the last run up, all these numbers right here. But yeah, some called by me, some called by the Insider Alert. So I have to add in more. Like we just did a 550x on NYX, right? So that would be at the top. But yeah, Kaspa. So if I want to pull up some of, I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to CoinMarketCap. I want to pull up some of these. I'm going to show you the magnitude of this Insider Alert and where it finds them. So if this is I love pointing Farcoin out. If you were in my community, you would have seen a report with something called Farcoin, right? And it would have been like way back here. And if you had bought it, you would have like gone like all the way up here. So like, whoa. Yeah. Now, the reason why I give Farcoin as a perfect example is because I didn't buy it from my own report. I thought it was like Farcoin was kind of dumb. But I had a couple of other members who did. And they made like thousands of dollars, like tens of thousands of dollars on like a couple $100 investment, right? Because there was like 86x. And, and there's a few others that I did buy, like Peanut, right? I'm just going to take you through all these. Like, not all these, man, there's a couple here. I love Peanut. I love Peanut last cycle. Because this is one I did play. Peanut, look at that, bro. Like, oh my God. Ooh. Let me give you one of those. This is like an old Ric Flair. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. How beautiful is that, right? So we got in like way back here, and look what happened. Man, this is just amazing, right? So click that link in the description below, and you can go through every single one of these, right? This is on the website, right? You just go here, go through all of these, and you know, I'm gonna be adding some more. Now we have another one called the Dex Alert that found a few gems, and now we have like the DJ Monitor that doesn't specifically target only those that will pump, but we pluck out some good ones, and we've been making a killing the last couple months, right? So yeah, and you want to be sailing one of these. Oh yeah, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. You gotta hit that like button. Speaking of being friendly, did you know that the most friendliest thing that you can do today is to give that like button a pound? Seriously, I'm looking for some new friends, and if you want to be my friend, just hit that like button. I'm like the friendliest guy on the planet. Trust me. And by the way, if you don't like this video, give me a thumbs down so I can track you down and beat you senseless. Yeah, hit that like button. Yeah. So this is another beauty that I recently found. I showed it in my live stream yesterday, but yeah, this is another one. Look at this. Oh my God. And I was seriously looking up yachts on YouTube videos. And some of the, like, holy crap, some of the most expensive yachts in the world are like $500 million or so. Crazy, right? It's absolutely crazy. We need the Black Pearl. What is Black Pearl? It's from a movie. I can't recall right now. We're going down in a burning ring of fire. Speaking of being friendly. Oh. Wrong button. Here we go. I fell into a burning ring of fire.
I went down, and the flames went higher. And it burns, the ring of fire.
Yeah, but we're not going down, right? I mean, the market is turning slightly green right now, right? Unless you're talking about, what are you talking about? You talking about Kaspa? Yeah. The psychological levels of Kaspa, for Kaspa amongst, you know, psychological levels among Kaspa holders are going down, right? So, which means it's not a good time to sell. Michael is up. What are we referring to, guys? Call is up 60%. Which one is that? Let me know, Blazer. What's going on? Yeah, what a yacht. Yeah, exactly. Woo-hoo. Yeah, ZBCN soon. 20x Kraken listing coming soon. Kraken. Well, I've noticed that a listing on Kraken doesn't necessarily cause a really big pump. Kraken, I think, you know, has a lot of volume, but it doesn't have, like, among all the tier 1 exchanges, I think it's like one of the lowest. They do list a lot of tokens. They list a lot of them, so they do have a lot of users, but I guess their users have more to choose from, maybe, if that's what it is, or something like that. Because, like, I mean, I think they're well funded, and like I constantly see ads for Kraken, like on YouTube, just nonstop Kraken ads. But we'll see. But either way, ZBCN is a good play, and I think it's going to pump. Is it going to do a 20x? Is it going to be doing a 20x? Could it do a 20x? Let me see. What's the market cap right now? At 20x, yeah, maybe. I don't know. You know, it's hard to say. And we really, you know, if the bull run, if the cycle is going to go out a year or two more, then we just have to judge it by this current run up. So what's going to happen like right now? I don't know. It's hard to say. But I'm talking like 8 billion. I don't know. It's a stretch, but we'll see. I lose track of influencers. Do you think Kaspa will peak by end of year for the cycle, or are you a Kaspa will break the cycle and go to a trillion market cap by 2020? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 2027. Now, what I've been saying is that yeah, the cycle is going to top out in 2027 and be in tens of trillions, and then Kaspa. Let me see. So if Kaspa gets just 1% of a 30 trillion market cap, that's 300 billion, right? So they're talking like a more than 100x from where it is like right now. So in 2027. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised if Kaspa doesn't even go beyond 40 cents this year. I wouldn't be surprised for like right now. It'll pump in the long run, but yeah, I just can't imagine it doing that like right now. But the crypto market cap, the total crypto market cap is just going to do nothing but increase over and over and over again, right? Bigger and bigger pumps and higher highs continuously, I would imagine. Kaspa is a long-term project. It will not pump this year, maybe the next cycle. Yeah, we're just gonna, it is not, we can't expect too much from Kaspa right now, but we might, because like I said, this psychological bottom is usually when projects take off and just shocks the hell out of everybody. What else we got going on? Yeah, Bitcoin adoption has reached 4.7% globally, matching the internet's adoption level in 1999, which is interesting. I thought in 1999 the internet was much more widely adopted than 4.7% globally, so that's interesting. But yeah, which just means again that we're way early. I mean, based on this, we're like way earlier than, I don't know. We're like the well, even if you're getting into crypto this year, you're going to be considered one of the OGs of crypto in like 5 or 10 years. You're just way early. Be like one of the OGs. What else is going on? US Bitcoin ETFs record 9 straight days of inflows, pulling in nearly 200 million on Thursday, despite Bitcoin briefly slipping below 120K. Yeah, money's coming in. So far, total inflows this week is over 1.4 billion, marking its longest streak since July. So, yeah, I mean, all good news all around. I mean, the market is going to bleed out. I mean, I don't know. I mean, things are turning a little bit green right now. A little bit surprised. I was thinking we're going to get like another, few days or, running into next week with some red and so on, but we'll see. Crypto is full of surprises. Yeah, I pulled this one up. Bitcoin is a pyramid scheme, so they said. So, yeah, that's the way it is. Other than that, guys, yeah, click that link in the description below. I'm Code Monkey Mike. My thing is building software. I just told you about all these advanced bots that we got that help us get in on coins early. And as far as I know, we are outperforming every single community out there. So, and I've had this $500 bounty for anybody to let me know if there's a community that has more stuff and performs better than mine. It's been open for a year. If you believe you found a community that has more stuff than me, follow me, send me a message, I'll follow you back. Send me the community and you'll make an easy $500. So that's Code Monkey Mike on X. Other than that, yeah, like I said, we got tons of software. One of the things we came out with, I guess, I don't know, it goes back like a good 4 or 5 months at this point, is we can log into this website. We got swing trading software. So I like to make a good example that we did a 94x with tutorial. on this particular coin. So if you look at the chart, we got in way back here in February. Is this right? This looks weird at this point. Oh, okay, because I'm zoomed in like this. Ah, that's the correct chart. Yeah. So we got in way back here in February, and I've been just swing trading like non-stop. So that 94x was more like a 200x and so on. But yeah, this is what we do. This is what we specialize in. And I'm going to start competing with Crypto Archie's prices, and pretty soon you're going to see a $200 a month price tag on this. So get in while you can. And I will catch you guys later.